The clatter of dishes and hum of conversation filled the modest family-style restaurant nestled in the outskirts of Los Angeles. It was a cozy little place, known for its soulful food and warm service, but on this rainy Tuesday afternoon, there was a weight hanging in the air, felt, but not spoken. Maya, 23, wiped her eyes with the sleeve of her uniform as she slipped into the employee break room in the back. She had plastered a smile across her face all morning, balancing trays, offering free refills, asking about sauces. But the truth was, she was breaking inside. No one noticed her trembling hands as she poured coffee or the way her voice cracked when she greeted customers. It wasn't the first day she'd cried at work, but it was the first time someone was listening. Vin Diesel, the globally recognized actor known for his gravelly voice and fierce action roles, had walked into the restaurant that afternoon. But he hadn't come with cameras, an entourage, or even a reservation. No one noticed the beanie on his head, the worn hoodie, or the way he quietly sat in the farthest booth, sipping coffee alone, his head low. Because what most people didn't know was that Vin owned this little restaurant. He'd opened it quietly a few years ago, naming it after his late mother's nickname. He rarely visited, preferring to let the staff and managers run it freely, but today, something had told him to come. Maybe it was instinct, maybe fate, maybe just a craving for coffee that wasn't served on a movie set. Whatever it was, it brought him there just 10 minutes before Maya slipped into the back room, tears finally spilling from the dam she'd been holding back for days. Unseen, he followed the faint sound of sobbing that echoed down the hallway. He didn't mean to eavesdrop, but something about the raw pain in that cry made him stop in his tracks. He stood still just outside the break room, just within earshot, but invisible to the girl who had no idea her private sorrow wasn't so private anymore. "I can't do this anymore," Maya whispered into her phone. Her voice shook. "I'm trying, Mom. I'm trying so hard, but the rent's due in 2 days. Jaden's fever came back and the daycare says they can't take him without a doctor's note. I haven't even paid for the last one." There was silence. "I know I should just ask my boss for help, but I can't. What am I going to say? Hey, I know you don't know me, but I can't afford to keep my little brother alive and go to work at the same time. He's not going to care. No one does." Vin felt his chest tighten. Maya wasn't just a waitress. She was a sister, a guardian, a fighter. Every smile she gave to customers was one she was faking, for tips, for hope, for survival. She sniffed, trying to pull herself together. "I'll be out in 2 minutes," she said to herself, then to the phone again. "Love you, Mom. I'll figure it out." She clicked off the call. Vin stepped back quietly, returning to his booth as if nothing had happened. 20 minutes later, Maya returned to the dining floor, composed but pale. When she approached his table with her notepad, she didn't recognize him, not right away. "Sorry for the wait. Can I get you anything else?" she asked, her voice a little steadier now. Vin looked up, meeting her eyes. "Your name's Maya, right?" She blinked, caught off guard. "Yes, sir." "I used to work jobs like this," he said softly. "Didn't always wear the Hollywood armor. I get it." She gave a polite smile, uncertain. "I heard you're raising your little brother. That's brave." Her face went pale. I'm sorry, what?" "I was near the break room," he explained gently. "Didn't mean to hear it, but I did. And I just wanted you to know. You're not invisible." Maya swallowed hard. Her lips quivered. She felt like the ground was shifting. "You work here every day, give people warmth, kindness, service, and no one sees the weight you carry. But I do." He reached into his jacket and pulled out a folded piece of paper. He slid it across the table. Maya hesitated before picking it up. Her hands shook as she opened it. It was a check for $25,000. She gasped. "What? I can't take this. I didn't mean for anyone to—" You didn't ask for anything, Vin said. That's why I'm giving it, because you shouldn't have to ask to be seen. That's for Jaden's medicine, your rent, maybe even a little break for yourself. Her eyes welled up instantly. Why would you do this for me? He smiled, his eyes warm. Because someone once did it for me, and because maybe if more people stopped long enough to listen, the world wouldn't feel so lonely. Maya sank into the booth across from him, unable to hold back the sob that escaped her throat. But this time, it wasn't the cry of despair. It was the sob of relief. For a moment, the restaurant faded around them. She wasn't a struggling waitress, and he wasn't a world-famous actor. They were just two people, two hearts colliding at the right moment when Kai